All right. Welcome, everyone. It's been a while since I've been live on YouTube. I'm just testing this new feature that I just found out. I mean, it might be old, but it's new to me that I can actually go live directly from the computer into YouTube without using a third party streaming app or anything like that. And I am excited. I mean, this is great. This is great. And there's no lags. Obviously, there's not going to be any lag because there's no third party streaming app or anything like that. It's just direct and straight from my camera. It's amazing, amazing. I love this, and uh, and I'm happy to be here. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed and has supported my journey, my my life path. And I am devoted to helping everyone that that wants me to help them, and that ask questions and things like that. Whatever it is that I can do for you, don't be afraid to ask, and I will do it because if I know the answer, I will answer. If I can help, I will help. Because we all together we can make things happen. And I realized that within time of um, living in this world, I have learned so much, and we're actually here to learn from each other. We can't uh, we can't block out anyone's um, advice or experiences, because you later on in the future you might go through the experiences that others have been through. So it's always good to be open to advice from others and through their experiences, and to share yours, because that way you don't know who you are helping. You don't know, and you will never know until you try, right? So yeah, I'm happy to be here and share some of my experiences. I don't think I really don't think in this world that people have gone through the experience that I have been through. Um, and I don't want to challenge anyone, but uh, I I have had four near death experiences. The last one was the worst because well, not the worst, but um it was the most interesting one. My last near death experience was I was dead for an hour, and the doctor was ready to just give up on me and call it you know quits. And but luckily, my uncle, the priest, asked the doctor to try one more time. Something was telling him to try one more time. And you know what? That one more time that the doctor tried, that's when I came back. And I'm happy to be here. And in that near death experience, um, I wasn't here. I was in another world. And and I was being scolded, I guess. This was my last chance, they were telling me. And I need to start doing for others and helping others and stop being so selfish. Because I was stubborn, and I was reckless. I was reckless, and I didn't care. I wasn't afraid to lose anything. I wasn't afraid to die. I wasn't afraid of anything. I just lived life to the fullest. And you know what? I mean, a lot of people think that way. You only live once. You're gonna live life to the fullest and enjoy it. And that's not what we're supposed to do. We're not here to live life to the fullest. We're here. to guide others to not make the mistakes that you have gone through. And and I learned that the hard way. On my last near death experience, I learned that my job, my journey was to dedicate my life to helping others, and I will be rewarded. And that's they made it so clear. They made it so clear. They they ran me through my life path, like everything I've been through. It's crazy. Uh, everything, like all the lucky times that I got lucky, all the times that I was close to dying and I didn't. They pointed that out. That was them helping. They interfered. They make sure that I didn't leave this world because it was too early for me. I had something to complete in this life before I left it, and I wasn't even started. So, and I learned so much. I mean, after I've gone through that, um, oh, they showed me how lucky I am to be here and why am I here. You know, it made me double think. Wow, this is my last chance. This is my last chance, and I really have to, you know, take charge of my life and start doing the right things. So I did a complete 180 degrees turn in my life, and so now I dedicate my life to helping people, to showing them the right path, and you can't be afraid of what's out there, because what's what's known is more scary than what is unknown. Okay, and this is what I've been taught. Um, what's what we don't know is not scary at all. They're just whatever is out there that we can't see are just trying to help us. They're trying to lead us the right way, and we take for granted a lot of things in life. Um, everything we have, with everything that comes our way, we take life for granted, and we don't appreciate anything. We always want more and better things, but we have to be grateful for what we have, because you know what, not everyone has what you have. Not everyone is as lucky as you are, and what you have, it wasn't only from your hard work, but it was because it was given to you for a reason, and you have to find that reason. You have to be able to say, wow, I'm grateful for this, uh, even though I worked hard for it. you know I don't deserve it, because I am so um uh, I am so ungrateful. I always want more. I want the best, and I don't care, and I'll do anything to get it. But there's meaning to everything you have in your life, everything that has happened in your life, everyone that has left your life, everyone you've lost, everything you lost, everything has meaning, and it's up to you to find out why. You know, back, sit down and think back of everything you've been through and how lucky you are to be here today. All right, that should be enough for you to think things through, and stop being so mean to other people and being so selfish, and only think about yourself and not others. When you do things, when you pray, if you put yourself first, you're being selfish. Okay, you have to pray for others constantly, especially your enemies and people that are treating you wrong. um, Pray for change. Pray that they will see clearly, they will see the light, they would recognize that what they're doing is wrong, that that would help you when you put others first. Then your life begins to change. You're going to be blessed. Things are going to start happening in your favor, in your life. You have to think like that. We got to stop being so bad to each other, stop being racist, stop being um uh, so ungrateful, and take charge of your life. I always tell people to stay positive because it's important. you know when you think about something happening that's currently happening and you think the worst of it, you what you do is you end up attracting it more to your life, and it's going to change how you live. You're going to start getting depressed and stressed out and things like that because of the way you think, the way everything you keep in this mind comes to life. So keep that in mind, all right? So when you're thinking about something, make sure it's something positive and not negative, and stop being afraid of doing things or even saying anything that is positive. Okay, stop trying to stop yourself from prospering, from living a different life. It's try something new, always risk it. But always do it with good intentions. Don't do things with other intentions, because it's going to affect your life. It's going to affect your life if you do things for greed. Believe me, believe me, it's not gonna work for you. It's not. And if you do it for revenge, it's not gonna work. Okay. So when you're doing something, you know, make sure that you have good intentions and there's not a second intention in it. You know, because karma comes back, and when it comes back at the least expected time. Okay. Up there in the universe, time does not exist. All right. Time does not exist. They just wait for that right moment that you're happy to send you all your karma. Boom. And then you're like, what did I do wrong? You don't remember what you did wrong, huh? Because it's been so long that you've been getting away with doing so wrong, so many bad things, that when you least expect it, that's when it happens. So just be careful what you do, because it always comes back. It always comes back. Treat everybody with respect, the way you want to be treated. And you see how your life starts changing because they give you back what you give out. All right. So keep that in mind. And thank you for being here. And I hope you learned something from this. All right. Bye.